And it's day 2. Welcome back to the 30-day leadership challenge. I am the host of the challenge, Tony Collis. But let's dive straight in to item number 2 that I want you to start looking at. Are negative leadership experiences from your past dictating your current leadership and management style? Let me explain. And I want you to identify whether or not these are coming up for you. Sometimes in our past, we've had, for example, a very hands-off boss who really doesn't want to be involved in anything. Like they manage by exception completely. You kind of get the feeling there's no open doors at all. What tends to happen if we've had a bad experience of that, we react to that by becoming very hands-on and involved, which can be a good thing, but here's where it goes wrong. It can lead to micromanagement without even knowing it. And it certainly, all of these models can lead to a less intuitive, individual needs-led management style. If, for example, you are, overly involved in everybody in your team's work, potentially what that means is you have no time for yourself. You're always in the weeds. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Your team feels very stifled. They feel that they can't make their own decisions. A lot of the time when we've had a very hands-off boss in the past, it's had a negative experience for us, we tend to not delegate as much. Have a look, is that one for you? The second type is where we've been micromanaged. This is one that haunted me for the longest time, had micromanagers. When I then first started being a team lead, I was extremely hands-off. I was managed by exception, absolutely. I said to everybody, doors are open, but nobody used it. And actually I became one of those bosses potentially that gave a bad experience because you don't know if you can approach people. They claim there's an open door policy, but can you? It doesn't build rapport. So have a look. Have you been micromanaged in the past and now are very hands-off as a result? The other classic I see is when we've had a lack of support in our past, and particularly as women, many of us have experienced bosses who they just do not understand the realities of being a woman in tech, of being the only woman in the room, toxicity, all that sort of stuff. And when we become managers, one of the things I've seen many of us do, again, I did this one, become overly mothering in our style of management. We want to take care of everybody, and it almost becomes smothering. I was the manager who used taking cakes and cookies. Now, there's nothing wrong with that on its own, but if it's in combination with other things, I want you to learn how to be supportive but not stifling. So I've given you 3 examples there. A very hands-off boss in the past, meaning you're very involved right now, potentially micromanaging. A very micromanaged in the past, meaning very hands-off right now. Lack of support in the past, overly supportive and stifling right now. Those are 3. There are many more. I want you to have a think. What negative management experiences have you had in the past, and how is that playing out? I can guarantee it's playing out some way. Sometimes we've gone full circle. Sometimes we realize it's happened and we take corrective action, but it's going to have impacted you. Identify how it's impacted you, and this fits in with pillar number 2, self-awareness, because if you're aware of how it's impacted you, you're aware of what's going on, and also you're developing your awareness of the impact of your actions on those around you. If you haven't linked up your leadership style alongside what's happened to you in the past, you are less likely to have that awareness of the greater impact you're having. So pillar number 2, of course, it also impacts pillar number 1, communication, because we really want our communication to be based on the style of communications our team needs, which is based on your management style for the individuals involved. And it also touches on pillar number 3, because, for example, if you're micromanaging, you're in the weeds, you have no time for strategy. So have a think about how negative experiences in your past have impacted your current or previous management style, what went on, why that went on. Level up your awareness in that piece. It's really going to help you across all aspects of your management as you develop and grow. Your homework is to do that, and if you felt comfortable to do so, please pop into the Slack community and let us know what you've identified about yourself. You may well be giving other people ideas of something that's happened to them. So if you thought of something, go share it, because we're all here to up-level each other. And I will see you tomorrow.